not miss exams for playing in finals or finals.
Thank you.
No problem.
Is the link published somewhere for the lecture?
The link is on our YouTube channel at IJC on YouTube. And reminder, no audio and video is allowed in the room. So you can watch the live stream after the fact, but other than that, no audio and video in the room. And yes,
So Women's History was supposed to also take place after USGC announcements. Will that happen after this is over? These awards are over. That's announced, and then Women's History.
I believe so. I'm not 100% on that. I know that we're not going to penalize people for either watching or playing in the playoffs or finals. All right, and if you do end up coming in late, they're going to give you a full 30 minutes. I have heard that. So that's the best I can do for you right now. All right, Rhea, we good? Sweet. All right, best of luck to everybody. Once again, this is the finals of the 7th grade Geography B, and it starts now. In an attempt to establish one of these areas, the Japanese government used concrete to reinforce the reef of the Okinawa Reed Shima. And France has the largest one of these areas in the world. And Tuvalu earns much of its. That is correct for 5 for green 4. 2. This province is served by the world's largest airport by area.
Asharkia?
Can you pronounce that one more time?
Eastern province of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's all good. That's for 6, and that's for green 1. I was pretty sure you said Sharkia, but just needed to make sure. You're good. 3. A dry version of this metric ignores snow and ice. It ranks Mauna Kea second in the world. The construction of the Yeah, I can take that as long as yep, that's good for 6 for red 5. 4. This island contains saltwater crocodiles near Kenaroo Beach, and the mouth of the Blue River is surrounded by Sabo, the Nicola Islands, and the
That's me. Guadalcanal?
Yep, Guadalcanal is correct, and that was for 6 for red 3. 5. After which we're going to have our first score check. 5. This waterway's non-contiguous sections terminate in towns such as the Carabel and Tarpon Springs. But this waterway, which runs from the town in Cape Ann region to Brownsville, has its Gulf portion divided into 2 at Harvey Lock.
Me and a Crystal Waterway.
Yes, it is for 5 for green 1. That's great.
So that takes you to 11. Let's go through the scores for those who have scores. Dylan, 5. Malcolm, 11. Andy, 6. Sidhu, 6.
Wow. You guys are off to an absolute beater. 6. This site's House of the Virgin Mary may have been where Mary died. And this site's facade of the Library of Celsus was formerly displayed on a 20th era note. This site near the modern-day city of Seljuk is frequently visited by cruise passengers disembarking in Kazadaza. And this site is located in the Eastern province. The Temple of Artemis. They get 2.
Ephesus.
Ephesus is good for 4 points. Marcus power for red 2, that's not right. 7. Backyards exposed after the creation of this highway may have given rise to a term referring to its namesake, bandits. A store in Aspen Hill was the first to target a group of people named for this highway, which is also associated with issues of federal government that are idiomatically referred to as being inside this highway. A series of sniper attacks took place in 2002 around for the points.
Beltway.
Beltway is correct for 4, and that is for green 1.
Takes you to 13.
8. The Cruzadal Monastery is the spiritual beacon of this region's Fruxa Gora, and the mountain where Ivan Stambolik was assassinated. This region is formed by the subregions of Sirmia, Banat, and Bakstan, and the microstate of Liberland was established. Vojvodina is good for 5 points for green 1.
Takes you to 18.
9. This island is the only place in the world to adjust its clock by half an hour for daylight savings time, and is known for its crescent shape, and is located 600 kilometers east of Port Macquarie. The Canida palm originates from this island, which contains the world's southernmost coral reef, and includes Ball's Pyramid, the world's tallest volcano stack.
Lord Howe Island.
Lord Howe Island is correct for 5 for something grid 2.
That takes you to 9.
10. Walt Whitman spent his final years in this city, home to a docked battleship nicknamed the Big J. The city of Cherry Hill is next to this city, which contains the headquarters of the Campbell Soup Company.
Camden.
Camden is good for 5, and that is green 1.
Takes you to 23.
11. This region of, actually, you want to do a score check? Is that 10?
Okay, for those who have scored, Dylan, 5, Malcolm, 23, Andy, 6, Sidhu, 6, Satvik, 9.
And we have any questions or concerns before we get going? All right, good. 11. This region, home to the Reed Flute Cave and speakers of the Pingwa language, contains the port of Bihai, which is being developed as part of the Beirut Gulf Economic Rim Plan. And tourists can view dramatic karst topography by cruising the Lai River near this region's city of Luang. Thai-speaking Zhuang inhabit this most populous autonomous region of China, governed from Nanning.
Guangxi.
Yep, that's a 4 for red 3. I appreciate the.
That takes
appreciate
you
that.
to 10.
We already saw in my last round how Chinese pronunciation not my thing. Turns out. 12. This city's Subagin House claims to be the world's highest wooden single home family home. This northern terminus of the Severnaya Railway is located near the Severodvinsk, and this city's eponymous oblast is separated from Nenet's autonomous okrug from the archipelagos of Franz Josef Land.
Archangels.
Yep, Archangels is good for 5 points, and that is green 1.
You're at 28, Malcolm.
13. This city of the Pir Kanal region is centered around the Tamarkovsky Rapids between the lakes of the Nasi Yarvi and the Python Harvey. This city, whose Kaleva Church is designed in the shape of a fish, is the most populated landlocked city in the Nordic region. Known as the sauna capital of the world, this city is situated northeast -2 of Turku, slightly smaller than Espoo for the point.
Tempuri.
Tempuri is good for 4 or red 3.
That takes you to 14.
14. And speaking of 14, this lake is home to the abandoned settlements of Fort Reliance and Pine Point.
Great Slave Lake.
Great Slave Lake is good for 6 for red 2.
6.
15.
That takes you to 15.
This island, which was formerly home to the Habenza oil refinery, is the largest island controlled by the U.S. to drive on the left side of the road. This island administers Buck Island Reef National Monument. Christiansted and Frederickstead.
St. Croix.
St. Croix is good for 5. For the rest of us. 16. This country that hosts the Kantanka Automobile Company displays the Black Star of Africa on its flag. This country's cities include the Tamale and the Kumasi. It's Ghana over here, and that's for 4 points for green 4.
That takes you to 9.
Saying that it contains the Black Star of Africa does not help. There's like 12 countries in Africa. Yeah, there's a bunch of them that use the Black Star. Ghana, I know, is known as the Black Stars. 17. This desert contains Rahat, the world's largest Bedouin town, as well as a nuclear research center of the
Negev.
The Negev Desert is correct, and that is for 6 points for grade 2.
That's 6 for you.
18. This feature is the largest remnant of Lake Minchin and contains a hotel made from its resources where visitors are banned from licking walls. No, that's a negative -2. This feature houses about 7% of the world's lithium reserves and contains the cactus-covered island of Ipuhasi. And this feature within the Bokasi
So are you uni?
uni is good, and that is for 5 points for red 3.
That takes you to 19.
19. 19. This sees Little America bases were partly established by Operation High Jump on its Bay of Whales. Situated just south of its Roosevelt Island, this sea to the west of the Mary Byrd land is entirely
What else? You?
-2. I'm sorry, the Ross-
Mostly.
the Ross Sea is correct, and that is for 5 points.
2 reds for 3. 5 points. Takes you to 24.
My apologies, a little over aggressive and clear in the book. 20. This city's Porto de Barra beach is one of the few west-facing beaches of the country it is located in, and was the center of the Tropicalia music movement. This city's Lavador Lacerda connects its lower and upper cities, including its Pelourinho historic core. The city, located on the Bay of All Saints, hosts the world's
Salvador?
Salvador is good for 5 points for red 3.
That takes you to 29.
And let's have a score check after 20.
Okay, for those who have scored, I have Dylan 9, Lucas 6, Malcolm is our first place, Andy 2, Sidhu 29, Satvik 15, Shihan -2.
Oh, we have Joe's. 21. It's not in South Africa, but this city contains Mandela National Stadium on the New Bull Hill. This city's Wakaliga slum is known for its ultra-low budget films produced by the Wakkelwood Studio. This city's Nakasaro Hill contains
Kampala.
Kampala is good, and that is for 5 points for green 2.
Your total's 11.
22. This structure traces the Cameron Corner in Sturt National Park and passes by towns including Nundro and Cooper Petty. Also passing through Darling Downs farming.
Stuart Highway?
That is a -2. A smaller version of this structure is being built on Fraser Island. While this structure's construction has stopped predation of sheep, increased grazing competition for rabbits and kangaroos is offset.
Like the Great Australian Fence.
That's a -2. It's also the second interrupt. For the point named, this barrier built across eastern Australia.
The rabbit proof fence.
Nope, that is -2 is specifically the dingo or the dog fence. I cannot comment on any other animals or just pets. Sorry, guys. 23. This city is home to Jamboree Park and the Colorado radio station, where its country's independence was declared in the 1971 Liberation War. The Shah Amanat Bridge crosses the Karnapuli River of this city. That is a -2. It connects it to Cox's Bazaar.
Chittagong.
Chittagong is good for 5 points for every 5.
That's 5 for you.
24. This polity's second largest city is Bender, and its first president was Igor Smirnov. This state is one of 2 that declared independence from its country along with Gagauzia, and the only extant polity in Europe.
Transnistria.
Transnistria is good, and that is for 5 points for red 2. Sorry.
The previous question.
Who got the Chittagong question? Sorry.
Chittagong was right over here,
fine.
35. Yep.
I
Okay,
misread it.
so with that, Satvik goes to 18.
25. This structure's antenna was attached to the Olga helicopter and was planned to be part of the Metro Center complex south of Front Street. The structure's edge walk allows visitors to walk around its revolving 360-degree restaurant, and it's a Bernie Siren jumped off it into Rogers Center for the opening of the 2015 Pan American Games. The tallest freestanding structure,
CN Tower?
that is CN Tower, and that is for 5 points for green 4. Don't mention about Drake on the views.
That takes you to 14.
26. Do you want to do a score check after? Yeah, after 25.
Okay, Rishik 5, Dylan 14, Lucas 9, Malcolm is our first place, Andy 2, Sidhu 27, Satvik 18, Shihan -4.
26. This body of water, Dalgo Cave, contains wooden bars built underwater to sink Mongol ships. This body of water's largest island is Katba, which is home to the hospital cave.
Halong Bay.
The Halong Bay is correct.
That takes you over 30. You are second place.
Congratulations. Yeah. 27. This peninsula's town of Escalante was the site of the first Domino's pizza. Traverse Bay ends in this peninsula. Yes, please.
Huguenot.
No, it's -2, sorry. -2. Indents this peninsula, often likened to a mitten or the handprint of Paul Bunyan due to the protrusion of Saginaw Bay. It is the lower peninsula. That is for 4 points for green 4. That is really unlucky. Sorry about that.
Takes you to 18. Andy went to 0. Shihan's at -6.
28. Some of the few novels published in this language include the Kalatal Amaro and the Katukawa. And this language is word for mixture of names and form of this language with Spanish loanwords called Jumara. And the word jaguar comes from this language, which means a language family with Tupi. Used as a propaganda tool by Alfred
Guarani.
Guarani is correct, and that is for 5 points for red 2.
That takes you to 23.
29. This lake's Tano Pangol Canal turned Samasur Island into the world's largest island within an island. This lake feeds an underground river in the Cabo Plateau, which expels water through the Sipaso Piso Falls. This lake, which is pictured on its country's 1,000 rupee note, is situated south of the provincial capital of Mindan. For the point, it's named this lake as
Toba.
Toba is good for 4 points for red 1.
That takes you to -2.
All right. Does anybody want a score check before the last question?
Yes.
All right.
Rashik 5, Dylan 18, Lucas 9, Malcolm was first, Andy is at 0, Sidhu is second, Satvik 23, Shihan -2.
Best of luck. This is the last question of the round. 30. This region's original tourist hub of the Torremolinos is situated below the Sierra de Mija, and the Batik Mountains form the backbone of this region, home to the city of Malaga, which has its southern terminal.
Andalusia.
Let's see. Yeah, I can take that. And that So here is your final scores, and once again, do not get too hasty to leave because we all are going to adjourn to EF in the ballroom, and then you will be getting your awards there.
Confirming.
And Costa del Sol. Yep, no, Costa del Sol. But except Andalusia until mentioned, he was still 5 points for Andalusia.
Five for Rich from the
Yeah, and when you said it, I was like, that's not right. And then I looked at it and said, except Andalusia until mentioned. I was like, all right, we're good.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Our first player to go out was Malcolm. Here's our first place. Sidhu was our second to hit first. In third place with 28 is Satvik. In fourth with 18, Dylan. 7th with 0 is Andy. Sheehan finishes in 8th with a -2.
You're gonna be getting a big plaque at the very least. And once again, in ballroom E and F.